Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift before you even spoke a word? Maybe conversations pause, maybe glances shift toward you, and yet you did nothing. Or did you? Some people naturally command respect, not through arrogance, not through force, but through an undeniable inner strength. Their presence is enough to influence the space around them. They do not need to seek attention. Attention finds them. This is not about being loud or dominant. It's about presence, control, and an unshakable character. It is the kind of power that cannot be faked. It is built over time through experience, self-mastery, and an understanding of what truly matters. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. Your support helps spread these valuable life lessons to more people who need them. If you have not subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any new videos. Also, if you find this video helpful, comment number 1 below. If you do not like it, comment number 0 to let me know how I can improve future videos. Now let us begin. By the end of this video, you will either recognize these traits in yourself or see what you need to develop to embody silent power. Because those who possess it do not have to demand respect. They earn it without even trying. If you have ever wondered what makes some people naturally command respect without effort, pay close attention. These 8 signs reveal the silent power that sets them apart. 1. Silence, the most powerful statement. The most confident person in the room often speaks the least. While others rush to share their thoughts, they remain composed, observing and listening. When they finally speak, every word carries weight. People stop and listen because their silence has already commanded attention. Imagine a meeting where everyone is talking over each other, trying to make their point. In the midst of the noise, one person remains calm, listening without reacting. When they finally speak, the room goes silent. Their words are not many, but they are precise, thoughtful, and impossible to ignore. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The person who controls their words demonstrates control over their mind. In a world where people speak just to fill the silence, choosing to remain silent becomes a statement of strength. People feel uncomfortable around silence because it forces them to confront their own thoughts. If you can be comfortable with silence, it means you do not seek validation. That is why silence commands respect. It shows confidence, discipline, and self-mastery. 2. Mystery, the unpredictable nature of strength. You do not reveal too much. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your plans are not openly shared for others to see. People cannot predict your next move, and that makes them curious, sometimes even uneasy. Think about the people you admire. Are they the ones who constantly explain their thoughts, or are they the ones who keep their words measured, leaving you wondering what they will do next? A person of mystery does not reveal everything at once. They allow their actions to speak louder than their words. Epictetus believed it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your ability to remain composed, to withhold unnecessary reactions, builds an aura of mystery around you. People cannot figure you out, and that forces them to respect you. Unpredictability makes people pay attention. When others cannot read your thoughts, they watch more closely. They respect you not because they understand you, but because they do not. Humans fear what they cannot predict, and that fear turns into admiration. 3. Emotional control, the strength to stay unmoved. You do not react emotionally to every situation. You do not chase gossip, engage in drama, or waste time on petty conflicts. While others let their emotions control them, you remain steady, unmoved by trivial matters. Imagine someone insults you in front of a group. Most people would react immediately, defending themselves, getting angry or arguing back. But instead, you remain calm. You acknowledge the words, but you do not let them affect you. You might even smile and walk away. That response alone shifts the power dynamic. The person who tried to provoke you now looks weak, while you appear unshaken and in control. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality most of the time. The things people stress about are not worth their energy." When you show emotional control, people notice. They realize that their words do not affect you, and that unsettles them. People expect reactions. They want to see you flinch, get angry, or defend yourself. But when you stay composed, they realize they have no power over you. And in that moment, you have already won. 4. Discomfort, making others reflect on themselves. Your authenticity makes others uncomfortable. Not because you try to intimidate them, but because you force them to confront their own insecurities. When you refuse to conform, when you do not follow the crowd, you act as a mirror showing others what they lack in themselves. You think about someone who always speaks the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. They do not sugarcoat reality. They do not adjust their beliefs to fit in. Instead, they hold themselves to a high standard and expect others to do the same. People respect them, but at the same time they feel uneasy in their presence. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." A person who lives by this principle earns deep respect. But they also create discomfort. Others may admire them, but they also feel exposed in their presence, knowing they cannot meet the same standard. This is why people may react to your presence in different ways. Some will admire you, others may try to bring you down. But one thing is certain: no one will ignore you. 5. Awareness of mortality, walking with death. Most people live as if they are immortal. They push their dreams to someday, afraid to take risks, afraid to fail. But you understand a truth: they ignore. Time is slipping away, moment by moment. You understand that life is short, and that awareness shapes the way you move through the world. Imagine two people. One plays it safe, avoiding challenges because they fear failure. The other knows that every moment is borrowed time, so they take bold action. They do not hesitate because they understand that hesitation is wasted time. That person commands respect, not because they are reckless, but because they live with urgency and purpose. Seneca once said, "Let us prepare our minds as if we had come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." This mindset does not make you fearful. It makes you fearful. It makes you fearless. You do not waste time on meaningless arguments. You do not let fear stop you from pursuing what matters. Others see this, and it intimidates them because it reminds them of their own avoidance of reality. People who truly understand mortality live differently. They take risks, they act with intention, and they are not afraid to walk alone. That kind of presence commands deep respect. 6. Battle scars, the mark of true strength. You have faced struggles, you have endured loss, failure, and hardship. But instead of letting those experiences break you, you use them to become stronger. Your past does not define you, but it has shaped you into someone who cannot be easily shaken. Think about a person who has been through real adversity. They do not complain. They do not seek sympathy. Instead, they carry themselves with quiet strength. When they speak, people listen, not because they demand attention, but because their experiences have given them something real to say. Epictetus taught, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Hardships reveal character. They expose the weak and forge the strong." If you have overcome struggle, you carry an invisible armor, one that makes others respect you, even if they do not fully understand why. People who have not faced real struggles often fear those who have. They see your strength, and it reminds them of their own fears and weaknesses. Your presence alone is proof that you have walked through fire and emerged stronger. 7. Eyes of conviction, the silent communicator. Confidence is not just in words, it is in how you carry yourself, how you move, and most of all, how you look at the world. Your eyes reveal everything: your strength, your focus, your purpose. Imagine standing in front of someone who holds deep conviction. They do not need to speak loudly. They do not need to prove anything. But when they look at you, their gaze is steady, unwavering. It is the kind of look that makes people pay attention, because it carries certainty, not doubt. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one when you know who you are, when you do not question your values. Your presence alone is enough. Your eyes reflect your mindset and people notice." In a world where most people are unsure of themselves, conviction is rare. That is why it intimidates people. When you lock eyes with someone, you do not look away. When you speak, your words match your actions. And when you move through life, you do it with purpose. This quiet, steady confidence does not just demand respect. It earns it. 8. The ability to read others, a silent superpower. Most people go through life without truly observing. They hear words, but they do not listen. They see faces, but they do not understand. But you are different. You notice things others miss. You read between the lines. Imagine meeting someone for the first time. Within minutes, you can sense their energy, their insecurities, their true intentions. They may try to hide behind words, but their body language, their tone, their smallest reactions reveal the truth. Seneca observed, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. When you train your mind to see beyond the surface, you develop an ability that makes others feel exposed. People respect you because they know they cannot deceive you. They may even fear you because they realize you see the things they try to hide." This ability is not about manipulation. It is about awareness. You understand people because you study them. You do not react impulsively because you see the bigger picture. And because of that, people know they must take you seriously. Resolution: what this means for you. How many of these traits do you recognize in yourself? 1? 3? Maybe all 8? Whether you are just beginning to develop a strong presence or you have lived with it for years, these traits define the kind of person who naturally commands respect. They are not about seeking approval or trying to dominate others. They are about mastering yourself, your emotions, your actions, and your presence. This kind of strength makes people react in different ways. Some will admire you, some will be intimidated, others may even try to bring you down because your presence highlights their weaknesses. But that should not concern you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have to assemble your life yourself, action by action. True power comes from living in alignment with your values, not from the opinions of others." Which of these traits do you already embody? And which ones do you need to work on? The journey of self-mastery is not a straight path. It is a process of learning, failing, and growing stronger with each step. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like this video as a reminder of the power that already exists within you. And subscribe, because we are building something bigger here, a community of thinkers, doers, and people who are not afraid to walk the hard path. Your journey is just beginning. Every action you take today shapes the person you will become tomorrow. Stay strong, stay wise, stay stoic,